FE350 is going into the shop today to get lowered. I'm taking it into GP Motorcycles in San Diego. So before I do that, I wanted to show you guys what it's like for me to ride it. I'm 5'5". I wanted to show you what it's like for me standing next to the bike, getting the bike started, and just riding on it. It's definitely doable, but if I have to come to a quick stop or on trails where there's ruts and rocks next to me, it's going to be a little tricky. I rode it for about 3 hours last week. I rode it on about half time on streets, on highway, and then on trails. It was a pretty easy trail, and I didn't have any falls, but I can see how it could be pretty easy to do if I'm not being super careful or being cautious, and it's just not what I want, the mode that I always want to be in. So instead of, I guess, saving part of the bike and not dropping it constantly, I'm voting to have it lowered. So GP is going to put in a lowering link that's going to lower it about 1.25 inches, which isn't a lot, but I hope it helps. It's going to cost me about $300, maybe $350, and we'll go from there. So I wanted to show you guys what it's like. Instead of splurging for a kickstand, I'm going to modify this one. So I put the bike up on a stand, as you can see, and I actually just started this and realized that I wasn't filming. So you can see I've got it started. My plan is to trim this off probably about 1 inch. The lowering link lowers the bike about 1.25 inches. So I'm going to take about 1 inch off of here. Need to get this foot peg off. So like I said, I had already started that, and then I realized need to be filming, so I'm going to show you here what I'm doing. Basically using this pipe wrench, and I got it started, so I'm using this like a slot hammer. So I'm just kind of working it back and forth to get this, and actually it just came right off. So like I said, it already got it started. It had this little notch. It had this little notch in it right here, and then there's a little nipple on the inside that it kind of hooks on, so it took a second to get it over that notch, and then like you can see, it just popped right out. So pretty simple. So I'm going to cut this off. That's where we're at. Figured I'd mark it. What the hell? Go all fancy. You know what? I think I'm actually going to take off. I'm going to take off 1.25 inches. bike up from the shop. It's been lowered. It took them about an hour for the labor to put the 1 1/4 inch lowering link on, so let's go check it out. Kickstand height looks perfect. I also wanted to show you the bag system that I use. These are Kreigas. Had them for a couple of years now and I like them. I think they work great. This one is the 20 liter. Alright. So it's got cinch straps at the top. Just loosen those up. These little keepers for the extra strap. And then it's just a hook system. It's pretty easy, hook and move. So again, uncinch, unhook, and there you go. Bag itself has the top zipper, and then it's just a roll. Roll top. When you buy the kit, you get a couple of these miscellaneous tabs. So I've got one that's a continuous tab that I put under the seat. So it kind of just goes through the frame. And then these are the connection points and you can adjust it as far as the length. These are little reflector dots, which are kind of cool, so you can find them at night when you're putting your gear on. For the back ones, I just used the bolts on the frame of the rear fender. I poked a hole through the webbing and then I screwed the bolt through the webbing into the frame to hold the tab. And here's the 30 liter, which is also handy. You can store the shoulder strap if you want to. And another cool thing about these bags is that you can stack them. So instead of strapping the little one to the bike, you can strap the big one to the bike and then strap the little one to the big one using these tabs on top. So all 4 of your connection points for the top bag just go on to the big bag, so you can double them up.